Good morning. I'm Gina McDonald, the Director of Marketing and Public Relations for the Sunbelt Ag Expo in Moultrie, Georgia. We want to invite you to attend this year's show, October the 14th through the 16th, right here at Spence Field. Today, we want to show you the behind-the-scenes look at a brand new section that we think you're really going to enjoy. The Sunbelt Expo has been known to always provide something for the entire family, an all range of farming and backyard gardening operations. This particular section, I'm proud to announce, the rural lifestyle section, is going to be specifically geared for the backyard gardener, for the small acreage farmer. And I have here with me today Greg Key with Hoss Tools. Greg has been instrumental in helping us build this section, divide up. He's done a lot of work here, and we're just going to take a tour through the gardens and show you what we've got in place and what's yet to come. So join us for this sneak peek as we walk through the garden. All right, as I said in our beginning segment, we really couldn't have done this without Greg Key and Hoss Tools, which is right out of here locally, out of Norman Park, Georgia. Greg came in with his team and prepared all of the land where all of the gardens and everything's going to be. But there's a lot of work. This isn't just tilling dirt. Greg, can you tell us kind of what all went in here?
Well, first of all, we wasn't dealing with the best soil, but what we did is we added a large amount of compost that come from.
It's provided courtesy of Southern Compost Solutions, and they're out of actually Doran, Georgia.
Very high quality compost. We would highly recommend them. We added the compost, we come in here and we tilled it up, we set off our plots, and then we put drip irrigation in. Drip irrigation is one of the best things you can do for the home gardener to conserve water and put water right where you need it. And our irrigation supplies was donated by United Irrigation out of Quitman, Georgia. And what we have here is tomato plants. We got one of the latest varieties. We got the Red Bounty. And here we have an heirloom variety of okra. And over here we have a new variety of pink-eyed peas. So we have a little bit for everybody here.
Now our plants, those were provided courtesy of Bonnie's Plants, and we also worked with Johnny's Seeds. Now Greg, when folks come out and they want to talk, that is what I've always wanted to do, is grow that big, pretty tomato. Will they be able to talk to you about, how they can actually produce these tomatoes and what all they need to do?
Absolutely, and Johnny Seeds will be here on site, and Bonnie Plant Company will to help you with the varieties that will grow best in your area.
That is great. Of course, once again, I have to say Hoss Tools that used to prepare the ground. So we're going to move on along where you will be able to find Greg and all of his equipment that he sells and find out what's best for your small backyard operation. Stay tuned.
This here is our Hoss Tools tool shed for the garden area. And we like a little bit finishing it up. But what this is going to be is an area where we can have all our tools out here and you can actually hands-on demonstrate it in the garden. We're going to be giving demonstrations on how you can lay drip tape, how you can cultivate, and also how you can plant. We'll have all sorts of Hoss tools in this garden so you can take a look at them. We've laid off a new area for cut flowers. There's been a lot of interest in cut flowers lately, and we're planting some of the great new varieties. Right here is coxcomb, 2 different varieties. We've got 2 varieties of sunflowers planted. We're also going to plant some good varieties of dahlias and also zinnias. So hopefully all this will be blooming come Expo time.
All right, as I said, now you're going to have to use your imagination because this is a definite sneak peek. Where I'm standing right now is going to be the area that's focused on backyard poultry and will have actual breeds on site. We will have a specialized group coming in. They're going to be bringing in a variety of birds that they can show to you. They'll be able to stand on site, talk to you one-on-one about what's going to be best for your poultry flock. As far as chicken coops go, they'll be able to give advice, talk to you about the layout, what you're going to need to feed the different varieties, different birds. So this is going to be a really, really neat area that you're definitely going to want to start with. So come on in, start off checking out the backyard poultry, the bird, the flock area.
Inside the garden area, we set aside a little small area for the beehives. Bees are very important for pollination in the garden. Mr. Fred Rossman is going to have different beehives set up in here. It's going to be a little different than the white beehives that you're used to seeing. Some of them are going to be different colors, and they're going to be different types of hives. There's going to be an area here for the beehives and also information. And here is where the Hoss monticello greenhouse will go. It's going to be an 8x12. It's going to be all decked out. Water system, propagation mat, benches. It's going to give you an idea of what you need to grow your own plants. Also, you can grow your own food in there year round.
All right, I'm back for our last segment, and as we've shown you the sneak peek of the rural lifestyle section, it is going to be great. We couldn't do what we do without the help of our sponsors, and as I've mentioned, Greg Key with Hoss Tools, Southern Compost Solutions, United Irrigation out of Quitman, Georgia. We also have Beckert Fence Company. We don't have our fence up yet, but they'll be providing that. And we also have Johnny Seeds and Bonnie Plants. All of these sponsors, and I hope more to come, are going to be what makes this section a huge success. Now for your last, just close your eyes and imagine moment, right behind me is going to be the Georgia Metals Pavilion. And what you're going to be able to do, this is actually going to be where you can come, you can sit down, take in a seminar or a demonstration from a variety of individuals. We're pleased to have on site this year Andy Schneider, also known as the Chicken Whisperer. So if you're interested in building your backyard poultry flock, he'll be doing seminars 3 times a day. All of that will go on right here in this building. Also, the Sewega Beekeepers Association, along with Georgia Extension and Alabama Cooperative Extension, will be doing informative educational seminars right here in the Georgia Metals Pavilion. We appreciate you taking time to sit down with us today to take in this sneak peek, but we hope you'll come back and see us at the big show, October the 14th through the 16th. We'll be posting more information on our website, www.sunbeltexpo.com. Also check out our Facebook as well as Hoss Tools Facebook and see what's going and what's going to be coming up. We'll be providing some more sneak peeks as we get closer to time. But if you're also, I'd failed to mention, a reader of Grit or Mother Earth News magazine, look in this month's issue. We've got an ad in there as well, so it's got some highlights. So come see us October the 14th through the 16th in Moultrie, Georgia, the Sunbelt Ag Expo.